Alright, back again. 347 F250. We're going to put this motor in that thing real quick here. Just have to bear with me on this. Don't have an engine hoist, because that there is what we're working with. You might have seen it before. So that means all the moving's got to be done on the truck. So, you know, if you work with what you got, you can put a lot more money into what you're working on. So anyway, I'm going to get on that now. Get that thing hoisted up in the air. Oh man. It's ready to go in. Got everything done on it. Clutch on it. Throw out bearing in it. And the pipes are probably going to have to be cut, because I don't know if the headers are going to match up. Pretty sure they won't. Well, actually I know they won't. But hopefully I can get it in without having to cut the pipes, and just cut the pipes after. What I want to try to do. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Yeah, so got the motor in it, but right now we got a few issues. I mean, I already knew this pipe was going to have something done with it, but right now it's actually really hard into the bell crank for the clutch, and we're leaking brake fluid, I think. Don't know why. I know for a fact I didn't step on it, and nothing should have fallen on it. So that's a little strange. I'm not even sure where that's coming from. I can't even see where it's coming from. Oh, it's coming from the outside of the frame. Hold on. There it is. Okay. Let's see. Right there where it goes into the rubber line. Well, that can be an issue for another day. We're not working on brake lines right now. We're working on motors and such. Right now we're going to have to work on exhaust, because that's not going to work. That belt crank should move straight up, I think, because obviously it's got a bolt to the bell housing right there. So I think once I get that moved around where it needs to be, hopefully we don't have to do anything drastic. I think these are for a car, but I feel like they should work on this. I mean, aren't bell cranks the same for the most part? All clutch components are pretty much the same. I mean, until you get to the actual transmission itself, that's where it starts to get different. But for the most part, it's all the same. I mean, there's some differences, but it's, you know, they're all Fords. Yeah. It may work out. I don't know. Have to see. This side over here, it almost lines up with the exhaust perfectly. Just going to need to cut the pipe, slide it back a little bit, weld it back on. Then you got this side over here. That just ain't going to work at all. Unless I can make that work, but I don't know. I am not cutting all those pipes to that header and trying to make that fit. I am not doing that. Would it be that difficult? Yeah, it would. It would be very difficult. Well, I don't know. No, don't do it. I ain't gonna do that. Then you gotta try to match all these back up. Get them welded back up right. That's Nah, I'm not doing that. But at least it's in. It's actually kind of the worst part to the whole thing is actually getting it back in. Out's not so bad. Working on it's not so bad. Going back in with it sometimes be pretty difficult. Alright, I think I got it now. I did end up having to change the headers again and the clutch because the pressure plate was a little bit too thick and it went straight into the clutch fork. So that sucked a lot. So I got it all changed out. Had to pull the motor back out, all that good stuff, you know. Got new headers on. Again, really wish I didn't have to do that because these are a lot more difficult to get bolts into. But I think this thing is ready to fire up, finally. So there you go. We're about to see if this thing's going to fire up now. Got the fuel hooked up. Just bumped the starter over, it turns, which is really good. I'm going to throw a quart of oil in it and then we'll see if this thing is going to fire up. Really hoping it does. Really hoping I got those rockers adjusted and hopefully the rockers will rock properly and not do something stupid. Okay. Probably should find a vacuum line or a plug or something. Alright, so now, if the timing's right and it's getting fuel, this thing is going to start here in just a second. Which means I timed it, so of course it's wrong. Just give it 1 second. Hop on in the truck here. I just realized I have no way to pump the throttle right now. Just a second. Okay, throttle cable's hooked up. Let's fire this thing up. I really hope. As in, it probably won't have any issues, but oh yeah, don't worry about that. Okay, so I don't know what I was thinking, but of course it doesn't have any gas. I mean, probably not. It's been sitting for a while now. And the carburetor did still have a little bit in it, but I was hoping it would have enough to start it at least. Yeah, we got nothing coming out of the squirters. I'm gonna try to find me some gas. Couldn't find any gas, but I found this. Let's see if it runs off of it. Try it again. Hopefully I don't get any fireballs. Ooh. Sounds pretty nasty. Can you see the smoke? Barely. That's a pretty odd smelling smell. Well, really hoping I don't catch on fire tonight. But, I mean, this thing, that kind of, you can feel it in your chest. Like, this is way nastier than the first rendition. Okay, it's still saying that. Building good oil pressure just on the starter, getting 40 pounds. It's a lot of smoke. A whole lot of smoke. Dump a little more of this Monster in it. Okay. Seems like we got a little bit of electronical issues. Heard some kind of sounds, you know? Oh, there it is. Well, that cable's kind of hot. I don't like hot cables. That's grounded. That should have juice. Let's try it again. Didn't really like the zip sound. Not good with electricity. Oh, come on, fuel pump. I know you're still a good fuel pump. Yep, more of that really weird smelling smell. I don't know, maybe this Monster isn't so good. Always good to drip a little bit on your intake. And in case you get a fireball out, and then it can clean it off. Let's bring the idle up a little bit. I'm gonna put this window down. Whew. It's more really weird smelling smells. Okay, we're not too warm yet. Okay. I'll run that idle up just a hair. I know the truck should probably be running before you go adjusting the idle, but it won't stay running. So, leave me alone. Just a little bit. Screwdriver. Oh, choke's open as well. Probably. I don't know. Just need a little more idle out of you. Really just want to be able to stand out here. Give it a couple of throttle whacks before I say, okay, it's good. Normally, I would have a push button starter. Actually, yeah, okay, I have no idea where that went. So the other normal thing for me to do is to check or just take the pair of pliers, put it on the signal post and the 12 volt post on the solenoid. There's my pliers. Alright. Oh, come on. This worked fine last time. Ah. You gotta watch when you touch ground. 12 volt feels a little funny. You gonna do the thing or what? Really needs to do battery terminals. Come on, this worked fine last time I did it. Gotta do two hands. Okay, we got an issue. Actually, a couple, looks like. Number one, we got oil splattered for some reason. Don't know why. Number two, we got fuel squirt. Don't know why. Well, I do know why. That's an old line on there. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Man, I love this truck. Well, oh, didn't even notice. Another little issue, broken ground for the motor. That's no big deal. I can work with that. But yeah, that sounds pretty nasty. Don't even have much heat in the motor yet. It sounded just fine. But I did want to go ahead and shut it down because, one, oil leaks. No, I don't do oil leaks. I don't like those. Especially when they're coming from a pressure side, like that one is. Fuel leaks. I do not like a fuel leak. That is sketchy. Especially on something like this. Because my biggest fear is this thing just bursting into flames. I feel like that's a very rational fear. And I'm not having that. I've worked too hard on it to have it just catch on fire and burn down. And plus, I probably wouldn't be able to get it out of here. And then the only space I have to do stuff inside is also burned down, and that is going to suck. If that were to happen, we're going to keep that from happening this evening. Yeah, there's the... Man, that just happened. That's stupid. Alright. Well, I guess that's going to end off this video, probably. Yeah, it looks like we're coming out of the fitting that comes out of the adapter there. Well, you heard it run. Is that enough for you? 347 stroker. So far, I'm satisfied though. Yeah. It needs tuned, like, really badly. I know I have a vacuum leak, like a pretty bad one coming from the booster. I need a new booster. Also could probably do with a new master cylinder. Need a brake line. Window trim in the door. Need that too. So yeah. Other than that, this thing is in such good shape. I love this truck. Man, oh man. That fire up, whew, that got me. it definitely sounded way more nasty than the first time I did this. It's probably going to go through like 2 more renditions before I get it exactly how I want it. But I think this is a good second start. Aluminum heads, new headers with bigger ports on them. I should probably get new plug wires because those are looking pretty gross. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. They just got some oil splatter on them. Don't ask. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this thing. So, next time you see it, it's going to be driving out of here. We're going to have some new stuff on it probably. Hopefully I'll get some window trim and seals. So, that's... Man, I can't believe how good it sounded. Yeah, I probably should have left the other oil pressure gauge on it so I know how much it had while it was running out here. But on the starter we were making 40, so I think we're good. But, oh, another one is, another truck I want to do is the 86 F-150. That needs a few things. Kind of want to do something similar. Not going to put as much into it. Probably going to leave it at 302, just do some top end stuff, you know. Something cheap. Maybe a EFI system. If I have the budget for that. I don't. We're not doing an EFI system. Then the Ranger. I don't know what to do with that. Eventually, probably make it EFI. And then I really want a turbo on that thing. I can't stand it. I want that to be my race truck. Right now, I've got a race truck, and it's a ADF 250. This thing, oh man, it was moving pretty good before I put the aluminum heads on it, and it was just a 347 with a 4-barrel and stock E7 truck heads. So there you have it. First fire up of the 347 aluminum head edition. Oh man, I can't wait to drive this thing. Just gotta slap the radiator in, hook up the pipes, or not. I should hook up the pipes. Make sure everything's good on it. Fix fuel leak, fix the oil leak. Probably going to run into some other stuff that I have to fix, but so far it's good. Only ran for a couple seconds, but I like what I saw. Except for the fuel leak and oil leak. Sometimes you'll have that. Anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. And I'll see you next time.